Hey guys! Wow, I cannot believe it is already day 10 of Live for Life Satisfaction. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Viv, your deep life satisfaction and happiness strategist, and I'm so happy that you're joining us again. So I just wanted to thank you so much, and I did receive a lot of your comments in the comments and the messages and stuff. And I just wanted to tell you to thank you for your patience and bearing with me in terms of my technological, how should I put this? Technology. I appreciate what technology can do for us, but it's like a friend who's being a little difficult with me sometimes, right? So sometimes I have a little bit of problem with the technological aspect of things, and I just really appreciate your patience and me getting back to you and responding with some of the tools that I've offered. So just if you're interested in those things, message me like I said in the previous days, and I will make sure that you get that. And yeah, so thank you for your patience and staying tuned. So today we're going to talk about eliminating self-sabotage for success. So that's a big thing, right? And I said that what I'm doing over these 3 days. So the last one was on Friday. We took a break for the weekend, and today is the second part, and tomorrow's the third part of a 3 day workshop, a mini version of the 3 day workshop I used to do a long, long time ago. That was the 3 keys to success. And sorry, notification on my phone. Uh, So, and so this is the second part, right? If you missed the first part, go back and watch that because that's essential. But this is the second part, and it really boils down to, so why do we sabotage ourselves, right? And I think an obvious answer that a lot of people might come up with is anxiety, right? Feel a lot of fear, and then maybe we procrastinate, right? And a lot of people might know that procrastination is typically a fear of failure or a fear of success. But what might not be as obvious to everybody is the sort of deeper reason for self-sabotage. And that has a lot to do with our sense of self-esteem, self-worth, or feeling that we really deserve something, or feeling that we have that belief and confidence and faith in ourselves. So I did talk about how to build confidence, and I can't remember what day it was now with the small steps, but uh, if you missed that, go back to that one because we talked about that. And there's a lot of tools that you can do. But what I want to really talk about today is the second key, which is really actually the tool is making yourself your best friend. So it's really simple. All you need to do is make yourself your best friend. Very simple, right? I know that this can be kind of hard to actually do in practice because sometimes we have these deep subconscious things going on that we don't necessarily know about or that are hard to change at first, right? But it's essential that you get on board with being your best friend. If you were your best friend, right? If you truly loved yourself and you wanted your best interest, then you wouldn't do things to sabotage yourself, right? So, kind of having that as the goal in mind, right? You can actually get a lot done because if you were your best friend, then when you're stuck at that point of a decision between doing the unhealthy scrolling on Instagram or getting the thing done that you need to do, or eating the healthy meal versus, having the quick snack of crap that you shouldn't be having or something like that. You know, if you were on board already with the idea of being your own best friend, you might make the healthier choice for your body, the healthier choice for your goals and vision, the healthier choice for your future happiness and happy life that you actually want to start living today, right? So, like I said, this might be easy to talk about and harder to do. And this is where we need to kind of tap into getting into our subconscious and doing different things to kind of put ourselves in alignment with that. And this kind of builds also on yesterday's session, because I did talk about some hypnosis tools and taking advantage of the hypnopompic and hypnagogic states. So if you didn't catch that, go back and catch that. And today, though, I'm going to talk about using just a simple journaling tool. Now, this is just a journal that I picked up at my local dollar store, and you can do the same. And I did talk about using journals, I think, in day 2. So if you missed that, you can go back and look at that, because there's different ways. I call them intentional journals, intentional journaling practices. And there's different ways you can do them. And I used to do this with my clients who suffered from self-esteem or self-love, or self-helping attitudes, not having them actually, by getting them to either modify a gratitude journal that they were already doing, or just to start a new one. And basically just, I love this journal, this particular journal. It's a school agenda for kids, and it just has, like, each page has a day and a full day. So I like that because I can kind of like elaborate whatever I want here. This is actually my gratitude journal. But back in the day, I used to do a self-love journal as well. And so what I would put here is gratitudes that are specific to things that I appreciate about myself. Okay. And now these could be physical attributes or deeper characteristics that you appreciate about yourself, or things, that have been gifted to you in life, like your circumstances or whatever. Or things that you've grown through, learned through, whatever you can be grateful for about yourself. The more personal you make it about you, the kind of the deeper it will go in terms of turning any corners where you might need to make an improvement on how you feel about yourself. And this is really key, like I said, because underneath the anxiety, right, of procrastinating and stuff, there can be this fundamental issue of just like not feeling that maybe you truly deserve the thing, right? Or that you're truly worthy, or that you're truly capable, right? Like that you can do this, right? And my friend, you can. There are so many people that succeed in different ways, with just determination and belief and trying and trying and trying, right? And you can too. So the key is to make yourself your best friend. The tool is to take a journal, and every single day, I like to do it in the morning. You can do it in the evening, or you can do both. You can double whammy, triple whammy, whatever. And just write the things and fill up the page. I used to tell clients, do 3, right? At least do 3, right? But the more you can do, the better. If you can do 10, do 10, and there's nothing wrong with saying good things about yourself, writing good things about yourself that are absolutely true. There's a lot of things that are really good about you, I'm sure. And the key is to develop an appreciation and a recognition of that, right? And like I said, you can also take advantage of the hypnosis, hypnagogic and hypnopompic states, which are the states that you go into right before you fall asleep, or right before as you're starting to wake up. I talked about this yesterday. And give yourself those suggestions. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch the video from before. And what I'm saying is you can stack these different things in your favor. But the goal is really to just align yourself with becoming your best friend. And when you kind of reorganize that way you feel about your self-esteem, then the self-sabotage starts to kind of crumble. There are other tools that I'll get into in future lives, right, or future videos, and that are, having that compelling vision of what you want in your future, knowing your deep why you want it, right? Having that sense of purpose to drive you towards what it is your goal, right? So there's ways of tapping into that inherent motivation, into your inherent motivation, right? That we've discussed pieces of, and we can discuss more. However, even if you've got that, even if you've got that super duper drive, if you don't get this piece down, right, you can self-sabotage, right? And that's why I think that today's lesson in terms of self-sabotaging and how to recognize the self-love component of that is really critical. Because honestly, the I used to tell clients, like, the two things, there's only two things that you really need to solve in life to kind of like make everything else flow. And that is really the self-love piece, making yourself your best friend. Once you've got that down, knowing that you're worth it, knowing that you're capable, knowing that you deserve to another chance to try again and try again and try again and try again. And it's okay to make mistakes, knowing how to forgive yourself, all of that. And the other part is feeling safe in the world, right? Which you might already have down, especially if you don't have trauma issues. And if you do, then that's another story. And that's, the Viv PhD channel is devoted to that with the self EMDR tools. So you can go there. Which reminds me to remind you guys, as I did yesterday, I've opened a new YouTube channel dedicated just to building this deeply satisfying, meaningful, thriving life, for those of you very interested in that, and on all the positive psychology tools and the empowerment tools and all of that. And it's called Thrive Force with Viv PhD. Okay, now if you search for it on YouTube, you probably won't find it because it's really brand new. And my husband and my sister and everybody are like, I can't find your channel, Viv. I've put the link in the description, and there are no videos yet. I will make a video just for you guys in these lives, to kind of like introduce you to the channel. I'll hopefully get around to doing that tomorrow or the next day. But I would really appreciate you kind of clicking and going over there and just clicking subscribe, right? Because when you subscribe, it unlocks tools for me to be able to do more things for you, like these lives and things like that. So I really appreciate you showing the love if you got value out of today's live or any of the lives, by going over there and just clicking subscribe. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram, just clicking follow. I love to hear your comments, and I would love to hear your own experience of this, of self-sabotaging, and particularly if you found this helpful. I've had previous people who've been watching these lives comment that they've used some of the tools already in that same day, and that they had these like beautiful results. So I love hearing that. So, and I think it's really helpful for other people to hear it too. So if that's your case, then please comment as well in the comments. Okay. So thank you again for joining me today, and I look so forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Be well. Take good care of yourself.